So how much do real estate agents really make each year? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you the real truth about real estate agent salaries in 2021. And that's coming up right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Freedom Agents. My name is Mark Brenner, and this YouTube channel is all about helping real estate agents achieve massive success in their business and parlaying that success into a life of financial freedom. Now, if you want to know more about how to choose a brokerage or make a switch, or if you're just curious about eXp Realty and why I think it's by far the best brokerage available, I would love for you to reach out to me. All of my contact information is in the description below. Please feel free to reach out anytime. Honestly, I have agents reaching out to me every day about which brokerage they should join and what makes eXp special, and I absolutely love it, so please do feel free to contact me. Also, make sure you stick around to the end of this video because in addition to talking about agents' salaries, I'm also going to share with you the #1 character trait that an individual needs to possess in order to have massive success in real estate sales. All right, so let's get right into it. What do real estate agents make in a salary each year? Now, the reason I made this video is it can be pretty confusing to really understand, and I think if you just Googled it, you're gonna get some misleading information. So if you do hop on Google and type in this question, what do realtors make each year? You're gonna get a lot of different answers, but in general, you're gonna see an answer that says between $40,000 and $80,000 a year. But of course, probably the reason why you're interested in learning more about this career is that you've heard agents can make way more than that. You've probably also heard agents can make way less and that there's a high rate of failure, both of which are true. So what I'm gonna do is describe a little bit about the industry and the way it's set up and really help you understand what the truth is about what you can make or not make if you choose to become a real estate agent. So the first thing you need to understand right off the bat that a lot of people don't realize about this business is that becoming a real estate agent is not like getting a normal job. You are not an employee of someone and you do not get a salary. You will not receive a paycheck every 2 weeks and you will not receive company contributed health care or any kind of 401k. It's amazing to me how many people don't understand that becoming a real estate agent is essentially starting your own small business. In fact, it is the exact same thing. You only eat what you kill in this business, and you only get paid if you help a person buy or sell a home. There is not going to be anyone making sure you're at a certain place or at a certain time. There's no clocking in or out. This is literally starting your own small business. Now, depending on who you are, this is going to be either really scary to think about or really exciting and invigorating to think about. So why is that? Well, the reality is in this business, there is no basement to your income. You can literally make $0 doing this. Now, the flip side of that, which I want to focus on today, is that there is no ceiling for your income. You are not working your way up over 25 years in a business to maybe get 6 figures. You can have immediate, massive success in this business, which is one of the biggest things that sets it apart from any other career, in my opinion. So according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average real estate agent makes around $46,000 a year. But I think that's a very misleading number. And one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video. And here's why it's misleading. Did you know that 80% of real estate agents who get licensed fail and quit within the first 3 years? And on the flip side of that, did you know that only 20% of real estate agents are responsible for 80% of the commissions that are made each year? So what does that tell you? Well, it should be obvious that this is the definition of a sink or swim business. In all likelihood, it's going to result for you in one of 2 outcomes. You are either going to fail and eventually quit because you are not making enough money, or you are going to end up making more money than you ever dreamed possible. Honestly, I think the least likely scenario is that you fall somewhere in the middle where you make anywhere between $40,000 and $80,000 like the internet would tell you. I think that's the least likely scenario. I think these numbers have become heavily skewed by the fact that only 20% of the top agents make 80% of the commissions. So what happens is when you look for the average of what a realtor makes, you have around 80% of agents who make probably less than $20,000 a year, but you also have 20% of the agents who are making multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I would say between $200,000 and $400,000 per year on average. So when you combine a bunch of people making less than $20,000 with a few people making multiple hundreds of thousands, I think that's why you get this kind of large spread that ends up between 40 and 80K. But I really don't think that's the most likely scenario for the average person getting their license. So let's be real. You searched what a real estate agent's salary is because you want to use that information to help you make a decision about your future. So maybe you found out that most agents make around 40K and you felt really discouraged about pursuing your license. Or maybe you heard, like I'm telling you, it's very possible to make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and this got you really excited. Well, here is the reality, the cold hard truth, and I've already said it, but I'm going to repeat it again. If you do get your real estate license, the most likely scenario is one of two things. You will fail because you will not have enough income to survive on, and within a few years, you will have to quit and move on to something else. Or you will do what it takes and work as hard as necessary to become in the top 20% of this business, and you will make more money than you ever imagined possible. So all that talk about money to say this, and this is what I really want you to hear if you are trying to make this decision. If you are not confident you can give 100% to this business, honestly, if you can't go full time, and if you're not willing to take a risk and put in the work to emulate the behaviors of successful agents before you, if you're not willing to do the day in, day out menial tasks that are required to build up over time and create big success, then you should absolutely not get your real estate license. Honestly, if it's a part-time thing for you, or you're kind of interested in it as a side hustle, or you want to just dip your toe in the water and see if it goes well, don't do it. It'll be a waste of your time and your money. But if you are determined, if you believe in yourself, if you are absolutely willing to put in the work for an extended period of time, if you're willing to make sacrifices, and if you're willing to learn from successful agents and emulate their behaviors, and if you're not willing to take no for an answer, then you absolutely should get your real estate license. In fact, I think for those people, this is one of the absolute best careers you could ever choose. In fact, I cannot think of another career path where you do not need a college degree and you can make six figures in your first year on the job if you make the right decisions. You could literally go to school for 10 years and come out with a PhD, become a doctor, and not make nearly as much money as the non-college educated real estate agent who does the right things makes in their first year in real estate. And I really do believe that. In fact, that's why I created this channel, Freedom Agents, because I don't think enough entrepreneurial people realize how great of a launching pad real estate sales can be to create other streams of passive income. For example, on my personal journey, I've used real estate sales as a platform to be able to create capital that I can invest in a real estate investment portfolio and other businesses that will provide passive income to me. In fact, the truth is I can't think of another career path that has a lower barrier to entry with this much potential for an extremely high income. Now, it is not easy and there is a ton of competition. So I want you to hear me saying that it is not easy and it requires a lot of hard work. That's why 80% of the agents typically fail in the first few years. So if you're looking for something steady, if you're looking for something safe with employer benefits, something that's going to be reliable and consistent, this is not the career path for you. But if you're looking for opportunity, if you have an entrepreneurial spirit, if you don't like having a boss, and if you like making your own rules and your own hours, and you like the challenge of growing your own small business into a thriving big business, then I cannot recommend this career path for you enough. So real quick before we go, I told you I was going to share with you the number one thing, the number one character trait that an agent needs to be massively successful in this business. And here it is. Are you ready? It's mindset. And I learned this over and over again in business from top producers, from extremely wealthy people, from the books to the seminars to the one-on-one conversations. The recurring theme over everything else is that your mindset is paramount. So what does mindset mean? Mindset is your belief in yourself. Mindset is your ability to not get too down on yourself when things don't go your way. Mindset is the ability to set aside your ego and to look at the way things clearly are in reality and make changes and adjustments. Your mindset inhabits every moment of your waking life, from how you stand to how you walk to how you talk to people and how you process information. And to put it very simply, a strong mindset is an absolute and unwavering belief in yourself and an absolute commitment to putting in the hard work that requires to be successful, and a determination to not quit no matter how hard it gets. I honestly believe in this business, the reason 80% of agents fail is because they quit. They just give up because they're discouraged. Obviously, there's going to be life circumstances involved. But if you're determined, if you refuse to quit, and if you're willing to adapt and learn and take advice and emulate the behaviors of people who have had great success before you, I am very confident that you can be successful in this business. In fact, believe it or not, even though I've already said there's an extremely low barrier to entry and there's a ton of competition, as funny as it sounds, I would tell you there isn't that much competition because there simply aren't that many people in this business who are 100% committed to being a professional and an expert and putting in the work to build relationships that turn into multiple sales over their career. So that's it. That's the long and the short of it. If you get your real estate license, you're probably not going to make between $40,000 and $80,000 a year. You are probably either going to make much, much less, close to nothing, and quit, or you are going to learn and adapt and put in the work, and you will make more money than you ever dreamed possible, and you'll be well on your way to creating a life of financial freedom for yourself and your family. And the last thing I want you to hear is super important. Mindset is not about just thinking of positive outcomes, like manifesting some money coming out of the sky for you. You're not manifesting success. And Tony Robbins talks a lot about this. It's not about manifesting success. It's about developing the mindset and mentality that fosters and encourages your ability to make decisions. Because if there's one common thread between all of the most successful people in the world, it's that they make decisions, they take massive imperfect action rather than having analysis paralysis. And when your mindset is right, you are enabled and empowered to make decisions. And whether they're wrong or they're right, you've made them and you can adapt. So I hope you enjoyed that primer on how much real estate agents make and what they need to be successful. My name is Mark Brenner. This is Freedom Agents, and I would love if you liked this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to put out tons of free content, not requiring anything from you. This is going to be great content, hopefully to help you build a great sales business, choose a brokerage, and as we go on talking more about real estate investing, it's just going to be to provide a lot of free content for you. So please do subscribe, and until my next video, I'll see you next time.